if you're someone, right, you keep saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and you don't do stuff, you're not helping yourself. You're not helping your case. You're not helping things be better, right? You are just losing your credibility. You don't want that. You must follow through, y'all.
To some, boundaries are just placing limits. To me, it's where the limitless things begin.
Hello, hello, hello. And thank you for tuning into the Boundaries and More podcast with Jess Abraham. I'm your host, Jess Abraham, your favorite boundaries coach. And today's episode is brought to you by Joyful Styles. Joyful Styles is a lifestyle brand that provides premium quality apparel that promotes joy and positivity. Joyful Styles believes how we approach a situation matters, and choosing to be joyful makes all the difference. You have the power, and it's time to embrace it. So, get your Joyful Styles apparel at joyfulstyles.com. That's JoyfulStylez.com. Let's go, y'all. I'm excited. So, if you are someone who has not taken some time out to take the boundaries quiz, look, y'all, it takes about 2 minutes of your life. 2 minutes to take that boundaries quiz, but that 2 minutes can change things for you, change how you see things, how you do things, and help you really start to establish, just be aware of where you at in establishing these boundaries, right? So take some time out, 2 minutes of your life to take that boundaries quiz, right? The link for you to do that is in the show notes. So you can just go and click that link. Or you can text me. Just text me the word boundaries to 210-801-9153. And I got you, right? Let's get you right. Let's get you all the way together. Let's go. Oh man, y'all, I'm excited. I'm excited to get to this episode today. Yeah, y'all, follow through. Follow through. You see it. You see it. Follow through, y'all. So many ways. I'm going to give y'all examples from my, obviously, like always, my personal life and things that has been happening over the years and think just, yeah, y'all, this one hit my spirit and needed to bring it now to the podcast, y'all. So I really want to start here with like, yeah, they say, sports reference, yeah, fumble the ball. Somebody might say I fumbled the bag and all these different things, just the different opportunities or whatever. But look, y'all, I want to like just really go into the importance of following through, right? So we must follow through, right? We must follow through. Now, there was a situation that happened. Initially, I thought it was a couple years ago, just because how life been moving and things is amazing things, just things been happening, right? But I actually looked right before started recording, and I saw that this thing happened in January of 2023, right? January 2023. There was someone who reached out to me because they love what I was doing with my messages and things of that sort. And they wanted to have a partnership with me to really put this thing on say national and global platforms, right? These radio platforms, on these things, right? And I'm just like, when a person messaged me at first, I'm like, okay, sounds interesting, whatever. Let's talk more about it and things of that. So, right, the person sent me their information, and I kind of like glanced with it. Now, let me tell y'all, now there's no real excuse, right, for following through. Like, you just follow through, right? Me, if you're new here, I want to let you know, my wife and I, we travel a lot, right? We've been traveling a lot, right? So during this time, I distinctly remember that we were traveling. I forget where we were or where we was at exactly during the time. But I remember like we were traveling and we just continue to travel, but no excuses, y'all. Just letting y'all know what happened. And so the person sent me their information, like, yeah, just hit me up with whatever, right? And tell me to reach out and we can talk more through it all the things. Now, I saw y'all, it's a shame before God, okay? Like, I saw that when we started the conversation, in January, early January of 2023. Kind of went into maybe mid-January or whatever. But then I saw that where we left off, I didn't realize that the ball was in my court. I think I partially realized, but I kind of forgot that it was. And either way, if the ball was in my court or not, even if I said something to them, I could have followed through and follow up with them to go from there. But then I reached back out, like it was like 3 months later. Oh God, shame. I know. I reached out like 3 months later, and see if I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that the ball was in my court or whatever. Like at this point, like in the conversation, I said I didn't realize the last communication was on me or whatever I said, right? Whatever verbiage I said, but I didn't realize that, yeah, it was on me to do what the thing that was next, right? And I reached out, I'm like, yeah, so if you're still interested, let me know, whatever. They're like, nah. We thought you'll be perfect for this for the partnership, but we ended up going with someone else and things of that sort. And I'm like, yeah, I totally get it. I understand. Like, I realize sometimes following through hasn't been my strong suit, right? It just has not, right? But things are changing. Turning things around, right? And I'm very, very intentional when I'm actually doing other things, because it's like, yeah, that happened. That obviously, not saying I've been not following through my whole life. There's been things, but I'm just thinking about specific situations where who knows where that could have went. National and global media outlets, things of that sort. Who knows where that would have went? I won't know now. I ain't followed through, and I fumbled the bag, or fumbled the opportunity, fumbled all of that. Right? Didn't follow through, but it's okay. No love lost, because truthfully, like now, what got me? Now I know. I believe that we create our opportunities, we create the life that we desire, and all of these things. Obviously, there was things that I was doing that I was just doing from my own self and my own people. With this, someone saw, they liked, appreciate, and wanted to have a partnership. Now, again, don't know where that would have went, would have gone. It's done now, and it is what it is. But I also didn't like beat myself up in the situation. I was like, man, I definitely should follow through. Gotta have a better follow through system. It just taught me a lesson in ways to better follow up and follow through with people. Now, truth be told, to this day, I'm still working on a system, an effective system to follow up and follow through with people specifically, right? And I think what's going to be part of that, what's going to help me when I do get this virtual assistant, y'all. I'm putting it out there because this is something I've been thinking about and doing, and I'm actually going to be looking into even more, and yeah, moving on that, because I think it's time. It is time, because again, my wife and I, we're on the go so much, and I personally don't want things to drop like this. Honoring my capacity, y'all. Check that a couple episodes ago. I'm honoring my capacity. There ain't about so much that I can personally do. I'm only one person, right? One person, and there's people out there that can assist and more than willing to, and they would love to actually assist in this process, whatever it is that I have going on. There's people out there that would like to assist. Now, let me tell you, you someone, I'm gonna just put it out, you someone right now, I want you to follow through and reach out to me and let me know. Maybe we can talk about some stuff and go from there. Maybe you are the one that we can work together and things of that sort. But yeah, another situation, another story. Like, things are getting different now. But it's don't know what personally what that situation could have went. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, then whatever. All right, got it. But y'all, let me tell you, recently, I've just been thinking, and I'm telling y'all, being really more intentional about following through. So recently, simple stuff, right, around the house. I was doing the laundry, right, and once I started the laundry, it was almost done. Like, I started folding it up, and I was almost done doing it. Then something else happened, and I started to go and do the other task, right? The other thing, the other whatever it was. I don't recall at the moment exactly what that thing was, because I know why I don't recall it, because I won't focus on that. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna finish this laundry. I'm almost done. I'm gonna just finish folding and put these clothes away. Like, right? There's a saying, y'all. There's a quote out there: how you do anything is how you do everything. Now, this may or may not be true. I think it depends. I really do think it depends. But I get it, right? I get what it's saying. I get the quote. I get what it means. But I'm like, I'm gonna follow through. I'm gonna finish up all the way through this laundry. Don't matter if I'm uncomfortable now, if I don't want to do it anymore, I'm tired of folding clothes and whatever. It don't matter. I'm gonna follow through and get this thing done. Right? Some of you, you know what that looked like in your life. You know, there's things in your life that you have not been following through on, and it's still just out there in limbo or just hanging on and whatever else, right? Like it's, it's some things out there, y'all. I'm put it out there now. Again, I'm holding myself accountable, putting it out there to all of you all over the world who listening to this podcast, right? Now, there's something in my life. Again, I didn't necessarily thought about saying this today, but it just popped in my spirit right now. So it's something else I must follow through with. My master's program. Literally, I'm a couple classes away from being done. And I've been focusing on traveling and investments and this and that and like all the things, right? My coaching business, right? Because I love this work, y'all. I do, and I don't necessarily love writing all these papers in the master's program, and I don't necessarily love graduate statistics and all these different things. So I'm like about that, but I will follow through with that because I started the program. I'm literally like right there, like the finish line. I just need a little extra It won't even take me a year to finish the program. I'm playing games with that. Like, it's just, truth be told, though, it has not been a priority in my life, and I've been honoring my capacity. I really have. And I'm just like, having this master's degree, it's gonna be great to finish, right, what I started. But the truth is, it's not necessarily affecting all the other things I'm doing in life. It's not affecting that stuff. But when we talking about following through, it's important because I started this thing. Yes, I can change my mind and do different things, but I'm like, this will still be beneficial for me down the line and what I'm doing in this career, right? My master's in psychology. Like, I love this work. I love this work, and it's important to me. And it's more things that I can get and learn and even be bring here to the table, right? As an expert, right? As a boundaries expert and coach and all these different things, that's just going to enhance what I do, right? When I'm talking to different organizations, when I'm presenting to different people, when I'm working with certain clients, it's just going to enhance. So that's something for sure that still needs to be me following through, right? We're not talking about you changing your mind or switching things up of something that's no longer serving you or whatever, right? We're not talking about that here. Right. So, yeah, I will follow through in that. I'm saying it loud and proud publicly for all of you to hear, right? Holding myself accountable, putting my feet to the fire. I will, regardless of all the things going on in our lives. Like, that's just going to enhance the journey, the process, and it's going to be even more so beneficial for you all. So, yeah. All right. It's out there now. I got it, God. I got it. All right. I got it. But look, y'all. What something again happened recently. Again, we're not talking about the laundry and me. I wanna show y'all why it's so one of the reasons it's so important to follow through, right? So important, y'all. All right. So I have someone in my life, right? There's someone around me in my atmosphere, my ecosystem, I say it like that, who's been constantly telling me that they want me to be their coach, right? They want me to be their coach. They want me to coach them, all these different things. But let me tell y'all, they haven't taken any of the action to bring that to a reality. Now, there's one thing, they said they wanted it, right? And because we see each other in person and things of that sort, I'm like, okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and send you the application, apply, all the things like that. Because look, it's for everybody, y'all. Everyone must apply. Everyone must look. It's a process, right? It's a process, a method to the madness, always. But I'm like, okay, this what you do. Take some time out. Fill out this information, and then we go from there. You fill out this information. We schedule a call, all that different things. We go through the process. Now, I get it. There's people that's different. Now this person, so like, oh my gosh, like I don't really know exactly the pinpoint, but I have an idea on why they haven't done it yet, right? Because it's like fear, and they're scared to actually take the step, the leap, to actually put the boundaries in place that they know they want to put in place. They tell me every single time, like, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I need, and people keep telling me and this, and I want to work with you, but they haven't done anything about it, y'all. The person has not followed through yet, right? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I'm indifferent about it all because I'm working with the people that's going to do the work. This person not following through, let me tell you what it does. For my brain, right? Look, no love lost. I love this person. We good. But for my brain, when it comes to this particular thing, I want you to be my coach. Maybe not. To me, they're starting to lose their credibility when it comes to that. Like, for sure. Like, you can't keep saying this and do nothing about it. We haven't even scheduled an official call to really discuss this thing. You haven't taken the time out to apply to work with me. You have not done that. Like, you can't be serious in my mind, right? This is how my brain works. You can't be serious. There's no way you serious because you have not taken real action to get that done, right? You have not taken real action. Like, so I'm just saying, your actions to me now is a little suspect, right? When it comes to that, when you say, "Oh, I want you to be my coach. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fill out this. I'm gonna send you that." If it happens, it happens. But I ain't counting on it. We at a point where the credibility is low. Like, I ain't counting on that. Now, in other areas and the things that this person is doing, they're doing an amazing job. We're gonna keep that relationship on this other side of things. But this part, that credibility low, y'all. And so, if you're someone, right, you keep saying, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and you don't do stuff, you're not helping yourself. You're not helping your case. You're not helping things be better, right? You are just losing your credibility. You don't want that. You must follow through, y'all. I did an episode called Be About It, right? And I tell you, you must be about it. This is how I live. This is how be about it. And I'm telling y'all, I've told y'all in that episode, and I'm gonna tell y'all here. If you're not going to do something, or you don't want to, or whatever, don't tell nobody. People can't hold you accountable for the things you don't tell them. Now, if you telling this and you just talking a good game, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, talk, and you do nothing, now people are looking at you crazy. Now your credibility is getting lower and lower and lower. Look, y'all, follow through or be quiet. Period. Don't even say nothing. Like, follow through. Be quiet. Right now, going back to that situation I told y'all, had this opportunity to be on these national and global outlets, all these different things. I'm like, okay, I didn't follow through. And then I told y'all it was months in between, 3 months in between, roughly anyway, 3 months, but it's long enough. And the person's like, oh, I thought you just blew me off and we went with somebody else. That wasn't my intention, but it don't matter. I didn't follow through to make sure that we was in constant communication or reaching out and actually having that conversation and things of that sort. Right? That was that. So I get it. Now, it's just a misstep, whatever. I'm just saying. But I ain't keep talking about it. I ain't going out here like, oh, I'm going to do this and have this. No. Nothing's, it ain't real unless it's real. Period. It's not real unless it's real. All right? Look, y'all. Okay. I'm telling you, that credibility getting shot. We don't need that, y'all. Look, I want this is something that I created I don't know, maybe early last year or something, or yeah, sometime before. But anyway, but I want to share with you because I haven't shared this with everyone and different things. But then it was brought to me like, oh, why haven't you shared this on the podcast yet, Jazz? Why? So today I'm sharing it with y'all. I have this, in this podcast, I have practical steps. Practical like advice, all these different things packed in these episodes for you all. Literally something you can implement today, right? I also have another gift for you all, right? I created for y'all. It's called 5 Things About Boundaries I Wish I Knew Sooner. Right? 5 things about boundaries I wish I knew sooner. And I talk about boundaries a lot here and the different people that I bring on and different that and in those cases. But I want for this guy, it has action steps here for you to write. You can write your stuff down and then write it out, like just whatever. It's a guide for you. It's real practical for you. But for you to get this guide, 5 things about boundaries I wish I knew sooner, I want you to text me the word sooner, SOONER. Text me the word sooner to 210-801-9153, and I'll get that sent over to you. Real practical. 5 things. This my life, right? And experience. Things I wish I knew sooner that I know of. Yeah, you'll see. I ain't even gonna get into that. For those of you who actually take the time out to get a guide that's gonna be helpful to you in your life, your everyday life, then that's gonna be great for you. So I leave that out there for y'all to do that. For those of you who actually take action, who actually follow through to do that, right? Get that guide. I know it'll be helpful and bless a whole lot of you, right? Whoever comes in contact with it and actually do the steps and follow, like I know it's going to bless you for sure. Because God is good. I already know. And like stuff on my brain, I believe God assisted in that way. I'll put it out there, right? I assist God in getting the message out to the world. Better yet, okay? Because I'm just a little piece of the puzzle. But yeah, I just thank God for using me in that way. Y'all, so yeah, take some time out again to text sooner to 210-801-9153. That's what I'm gonna say about that. Also, you know what? I'm going to actually put that link as well in the show notes. So it can be there in the show notes, right? That's another way, like making it easy for y'all, right? You can text me the word sooner. Also, I'm going to put the link in the show notes so you can actually click the link in the show notes to get that guide as well. Well, 5 things about boundaries I wish I knew sooner, right? My experiences and things of that sort. So, yeah, we'll do that. So, what I know is, y'all, I want to say this before getting out of here because I'm getting ready to get out of here. What I know is if we aren't following through, right? If they aren't following through now, people likely won't like follow through later, right? Like what you're doing now, you're establishing this precedence, right? Like good, bad, indifferent, doesn't matter. Right, you're establishing this precedent that, again, may or may not be true about how you do anything, how you do it, but the perception is real, right? Always. I remember the military; they were always talking about perception, right? Perception, like don't matter what we said, did. It's all about the perception, right? They drilled that, and it's about perception, and I see it, right? I see it. Don't I be? Oh man. My wife, I love her so much. I would tell her earlier something like, baby, your intention, I know you had these intentions. I know, but then those intentions don't really matter. It's about the execution, right? It's about actually the what you did, the action, the follow through, right? It's about that. Like, so you can tell me, oh, I was going to but you didn't though. You didn't, the effect isn't the same versus like saying, I know for some people it is. For some people, they like just talking about it, and don't do nothing. I get it. Some people, they love it and that's all they need in their life. But around me, my circle and my what you not gonna do, is talk about it only. You must be about it. Period. Follow through, y'all. Follow through. I'm just saying, there's gonna be people, right? If you're someone who tell me you want to work with me, like constantly, this might be you, anybody else, whatever. You say you want to do this, you haven't followed through to actually apply to work with me or doing the work, right? I'm like, if you're not gonna follow through, I personally don't even want you to apply. Please don't apply. Don't waste your time. Don't waste mine. Please don't apply, right? Don't apply at all. I want the people who's going to actually follow through, because if you follow through, then it's more likely that you'll actually follow through and work the curriculum. The curriculum will get you to where you need to go, but you must follow through and you must work it. It only works if you work it, right? So if a person is talking about it and saying they're going to do this and do that and they do nothing, what you're not going to do is come up in my program and mess up my stats. People are getting results. You're not about to be one that I'm not going to accept you and you're not going to do the work. And then you messing up my stats. Like, you ain't getting the results. Like, oh, Jazz program didn't work. No. What you not going to do. No. Because it's a proven system and it works, right? The time frame is different for everyone. I have people it works for them in 2 months, have people 2 weeks, and have people even after one conversation, it started the light went off and moving. I'm just saying. So if you ain't about that life, please don't waste nobody's time. Please don't. If you gonna follow through though, then I'm talking to you. You the one that take the time out to apply today. You the one that click the link in the show notes to apply to work with me, right? You the one who would text me the word apply to 210-801-9153. If that's you, right? You ready to follow through, do the work, get to the other side of the things. You ready to really live that life that you desire? Not just talking about that life, not just complaining about the people and the things that they're doing or not doing. No. Actually willing to do the work and ready to do the work, right? Because I don't need you to just be willing, right? Some people say they're willing, but they ain't really ready. You need to be willing and ready to do the work, right? I will hold your hand as much as I can, but I cannot do the work for you. Right? Cannot do the work for you. And I will not do the work for you because it's your life, right? Yours. It's yours. It's your life to create, right? Let's go. Let's go. All right, y'all. That's it. I'm done for the day. Follow through, y'all. It's so important. It's so important a lot. I mean it, y'all. I'm getting me this virtual assistant. There's even executives, all the assistants, right? To help me even with the follow through. Because I truly believe in setting up a life to support me. And I know I'm at a place where I'm like, okay, this can be necessary. Because I know some things that I want to do, but I'm moving around. We gone. Like here, there, and everywhere. Okay. And I'm just like, sometimes I don't have time to necessarily be at the desk or on the computer. When we're traveling, I'm not necessarily taking my computer and things with me to do the work. And no, we're not having it. My wife not having it. I'm not having it. Boundaries. Boundaries. Now, certain things I know, even outside of that, when we're here in the city, moving around, things of that sort, might be a little more open to doing some of the work. But I'm like, I need to be on the go. Like, I need the access on the go, right? So that's important. But I'm gonna follow through to get some assistance and help them with some of this stuff. Because man, I'm telling you, that's gonna be the thing. Take things to a whole nother level. Because that's somebody's superpower, not necessarily mine and the work that needs to be done in this, right? Like the business. When I say this, let me be very vocal about it. In my business, there's certain tasks that just about that. Like I follow through, but it takes every ounce of my being to make it happen. And I'm like, I need my energy for other things, like creating these podcast episodes, having a blast, and doing presentations for different groups of people and all these different stuff, like creating the programs and that's what I want to use my genius for, right? So I'm gonna let the people the one who's definitely assigned and ready to assist to do that. Like, yeah, I'm excited about that follow through. I will be following through with that as well. It's beneficial. All right, y'all, for real. I'm out of here. Okay, so while we getting out of here, I do want to mention, right? Take some time out today to follow us on Instagram at Boundaries and More Podcast. Again, that's on Instagram at Boundaries and More Podcast. Also, if this podcast has been blessing you, right? Share it with somebody else to bless them, help them, right? It's been blessing you. Like, let's bless some other people as well. Like, subscribe, comment, all of that great stuff. Let me know your thoughts and certain things that you want me to go deeper into, things of that sort, and we can do some of that thing. Also, right, if you would like to support the podcast in even more ways, then you can click the link in the show notes that say support the show, or you can go to support.boundariesandmore.com to support the show. I love creating these episodes for you all, and I'm gonna do it like till God said, like, to be pivoting or doing something else, and I'm gonna be doing this. So yes, I love it. I love being here. And I thank each and every one of you who are listening to this for being here. I thank you so much. Okay. So I want you all to really take some time to go out today, and have an amazingly, absolutely amazingly beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of your week and be back here next week for more Boundaries and More with Jess Abraham. Talk to y'all then.